Tyrion, Tyrion, ooh, Tyrion. Ba-dum, bum, bum. It's a head. Oh, it's a tuft of hair. Just so casual in Game of Thrones to just see a head detached from the body. Oh, joink.
Hi, today we're reacting to Game of Thrones Season 2, Episode 2, titled The Nightlands. I'm really enjoying this TV series so far, and I hope that you're enjoying watching it with me for the first time. In this episode, we get introduced to some new characters that I already know through reading the books first, but it's so cool to see who they've casted for these characters. We get some plot progression, and as always, we get a whole lot of tension. So in a moment, we're going to go back to the past, i.e. yesterday, for when I was watching the episode for the first time. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do, and make sure to leave me a comment letting me know what you thought to this episode when you first watched it. Enjoy!
Okay, let's go. Starting. And this episode is called The Nightlands. I'm gonna have this music stuck in my head for days. There's worse things to be stuck in my head. How are we actually on season 2 already? I did say this after watching episode 1 of season 2, but I'm just still in shock that it's going so quickly. Right, let's guess what the opening scene is going to be. Not got the foggiest. So maybe we shouldn't guess because I ain't got a guess. What's it going to be? Who's that? Is it Arya? Arya. Didn't see much of her in the first episode of season 2. Understandably looking scared AF, as you would. So Arya, or should I say Ari, is pretending to be a bloke.
A man does not choose his companions. These two, they have no courtesy. Men must ask forgiveness.
Oh.
Yoren said none of us were to go near those three.
Hey, my boy Gendry.
Scare me. When you're stupid.
Look how tall he is in comparison to Arya. She's so small. I feel you, gal. Where my 5-foot queen's at.
These gutter rats belong to the night.
Gutter rats. I don't know why that made me laugh. It wasn't even funny. I think I just like the phrase.
We're looking for a boy named Gendry.
Look at Gendry.
Carries a bull's head helmet. Anyone turning him over will earn the king's reward.
Arya's like, holy shit, that's you. Ain't no one giving him up. Good lads. Tyrion, Tyrion, ooh, Tyrion. Ba-dum, bum, bum. That's swagger. I also think that Varys is casted pretty well. He was not what I was expecting, but I do kind of like him. I feel like he's a good casting, and I feel like the actor's playing him very well so far. So kind. What a gent.
Ned Stark was a man of honor, and I am not threatening you.
Anytime Ned Stark is mentioned. Sad. He was a man of honor, and look where that got him.
A raven flew in this morning from Castle Black. Trouble with the wildlings.
Trouble with the wildlings.
Somewhat less known started following this king beyond the wall.
Another king? How many is that now? 5?
There's a lot of kings, you are right. Some would say, it's a clash of kings. See what I did there? Hey up, Chuck.
Seems a bit greedy for one man to have so many wives. Wouldn't 2 or 3 be enough for him?
So Sam is appalled by the fact that he's got a lot of wives, Craster that is, but not by the fact that they're all directly blood related to him. Don't think the quantity of them is the problem there, mate. I think it is the quality. Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Wish I grew up on a farm.
I kind of wish I grew up on a farm as well. I've always wanted chickens. It must be a lot of hard work though. Oh, beautiful ghost.
No?
Ghost, you're so pretty.
No. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure you weren't hurt.
Gilly? Are you Gilly? Is she Gilly?
Very brave.
Gilly Jilly Willy? Is that who she is? We'll never know.
This is Gilly.
Oh, it's Gilly.
I've crashed.
It's Gilly. It's Gilly. Boy, oh boy, it's Gilly. I'm excited about this.
No, it doesn't sound a bit mad. It's impossible. The Lord Commander, we are sworn to protect. We can't take her.
Please, sir, please. I can still run if I have to.
It's just not
Take her, she's preggers.
This baby, if it's a boy.
She needs to be looked after.
Who's going to deliver a baby? You?
This is where Sam
Try.
has a career change of
Oh,
becoming a
I've read about
midwife.
it.
So we've met another new character that is in the books, Gilly. I think season two's been good because it's introduced us to a lot of new characters that we didn't see in season one, but obviously we're familiar with if we've read the books. It's just really cool to see the casting for everybody. Who's that then?
Khaleesi.
Approaching in the distance. Khaleesi. She's like, give me a break. So a lot of you are really happy to see Lupin in the previous episode. So there we go again. It's a head. Oh, it's a tuft of hair. They've chopped off his braid. I'd be gutted if somebody did that to me. Just so casual in Game of Thrones to just see a head detached from the body. Oh, she's a bit upset, isn't she? I mean, you would be. It's a bit sad, but it is a really pretty horse. Have you seen the pattern on it? She is not happy. Just had a thought. We don't know who Asha is going to be casted as. When I say we, I mean me and Lupin. I feel like there's more scenes in the brothel than in anywhere else in this TV show. I don't remember the brothel in the books being referred to quite this much, but it's literally like there's a huge chunk of every single episode so far that is set here. Were they just trying to make Game of Thrones extra raunchy so that more people would view it? I have changed places like 5 times because we've got a very hyper bunny who is insisting on playing. But now I think I've calmed him down, so I can resume and watch the rest of the episode without needing to take care of my toddler bunny and entertain him.
They haunt me.
And I also feel like they've kind of made Roz a main character, but she's not even a character at all in the books. And again, it's just really weird how many scenes she's in and how many like parts of the episodes she's in. To at this point, I would say she's like feeling more like a main character to me, but she's not in the books at all. It's just a little bit of an interesting choice as to how much they've decided to include her. I didn't expect to see her quite so much when I first watched her in season one, but they're really giving that actress a lot of work, and she doesn't even exist in the books. It's just an observation. Don't know whether or not it's a good one yet. We'll see.
A fine dinner, my lord.
Call me
Oh,
Tyrion,
that's making me
please.
hungry. That is a fine dinner,
Surely
he's
you're
right.
used to find it.
I never said they were the Queen's orders.
No, but who else would want to murder King Robert's bastards? She's always been a jealous one.
I mean, it is pretty brutal that they're just going around murdering all these young people because they just happen to be part of King Robert's spawn.
I'm not questioning your honor, Lord Janus. I'm denying its existence.
You think I'll stand here and take this from you, dwarf?
The witty remarks that Tyrion comes out
Should have
with.
stopped at imp. And yes, you will stand here and take it from me, unless you like to take it from my friend here. I intend to serve as hand of the king.
The cause will not allow this. The Queen has...
I'm liking this duo of Bronn and Tyrion a lot more than in the books. Bronn wasn't really that much of a character. Or he was, but he didn't have like much dialogue or much in the way of like personality that was developed. They've definitely done that more in the TV show, and I'm liking it. What's with all the hand movements?
The streets aren't safe at night, my lord.
These men are under my command. I command you to arrest this cutthroat.
His name is Bronn.
Good look on his face. He's just like, it's this guy for real.
I saw a man kill another man just outside a tavern in Fleetwood. Stabbed him right in the neck. Two men fighting isn't a battle. They get armour on.
So,
That's a good point. Let's get deep a sec. Two men fighting isn't a battle. What constitutes a battle? How many men need to be fighting in order for it to be a battle? It would need to be a group, wouldn't it? But what would you guys class? Like, is three people, like 3 on 3, is that a battle? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. What would you constitute as a battle? How many people would be needed on either side? Deep thoughts. So Gendry has obviously detected that she a lass, not a lad.
How stuck.
Arya of House Stark, no way.
Yaron is taking me home to
She's
Winterfell.
like a celeb.
I should be calling you Milady.
Do not call me Milady.
As Milady commands. That was
Yeah.
what you like.
Little girl just shoving him over. I like their friendship. It's a shame it won't last for very long. Everything about Game of Thrones is so cynical. Why do I keep getting bunny fur in my nose? I feel hard to breathe. My nostrils are filled with fluff.
Wine from the harbour. And the air to pipe in the
He's gone
Iron
back to the Iron Islands, hasn't he? Because I remember in the books he was not very well received when he came back here. And it was quite like a signifying moment for him because he was essentially just rejected by his fan. And I think that's what I'm about to witness on screen. I'ma pay attention.
Find your horse.
Not that I haven't already, but I'ma pay double the amount of attention.
I'm heading that way. I can take you there.
They've really set the scene for the Iron Islands nicely. This is how I pictured it. Wow, look at that! Wow. Ooh.
9 years, is it? They took a frightened boy.
It's been 84 years. Just kidding, it's been 9.
I asked a question. Did you pull it from the neck of a corpse you made? Or did you
Look at his
bite
face. I
it
actually feel
to
sad for
find
him.
clothes?
It's a shame he's an asshole, but I actually do feel a little bit of sadness for him. Oh, oh no, he didn't. So he's opening the scroll. He's taking a look at the scroll.
From your son, your only living heir. Who else?
Who else, indeed?
Yara.
So good to see you, brother. This is a homecoming I'll tell my grandchildren about.
Why did it not even click that that was Asher? I should have known. That first chapter of them is so uncomfortable to read, and that's exactly what he was doing on the horse with her a second ago, which I cannot put on screen because it was intimate, to say the least. But obviously they're bro and sis, innit? So it's just a bit uncomfortable.
Have your gold. When we take the
I
treasure
do, I
of
feel
King's
sad
Landing,
for him.
we'll leave
Did he call her Asher though? I feel like Theon just called her a different name, or was I just being a bit deaf then? Might have to rewind it later and see what he said.
the promise that somewhere on the sea somebody's got some gold. And you'll
We haven't seen Catelyn or Robb this episode, or much of Joffrey. Or any of Joffrey. Or Sansa. Oh my god, there's still so many characters we haven't even seen.
be the richest man in Leeds and the most famous. They'll be singing songs about you as long as
Oh,
men
to
have
be
voices
rich and
to sing.
famous. That'd be the dream, wouldn't it?
The one true God. I've been all over the world, my boy, and everywhere I go, people tell me about the true God. They all think they found the right one. The one true God is what's between a woman's legs. And better yet, a queen's legs.
I don't know why I like that quote.
He's young yet.
He's not wrong.
He's the one true king.
One true king to rule them all. Sorry, wrong show. Joking, by the way. Don't want any LOTR fans coming at me like they did with the Rings of Power. Oof, that was an experience.
It was Stannis. Only Stannis. Stannis is my king, but he's only a man. Don't tell him that.
Stannis is only a man.
General said was commanded
He's
to see what
the
you
man,
have no right
don't
to
you know?
exile him.
I have every right.
You want to be handed the king? You want to rule? This is what ruling is. Lying on a bed of weeds, ripping them out by the root one by one before they strangle you in your sleep.
I'm no king.
I like that metaphor.
You remember? Back when you ripped my mother open on your way out of her and she bled to death.
Le bleu.
It's my mother too.
Now they're gone. For the sake of you.
Le bleu Cersei. Not cool. Well, she's just not very nice, is she? Again, perfect casting in Melisandre. I'm probably going to say this every time I see her.
At once, Your Grace.
Perfect casting. I also do really like who they've casted for Stannis as well. I mentioned last time when we first met him that it was an interesting choice. I've decided I am liking him. Jon Snow, don't watch. You don't want to see this. Is this the plot where any baby that's a boy is thrown out the nest, so to speak? It's the sound of a baba. Go, Johnny, go, 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 Jon Snow, go, go. Baby. Oh, joink. Oh, and there it's ended. Well, we obviously know that Jon Snow lives for now. That was pretty dark episode, but we are talking about Game of Thrones here. Good plot progression there. Got to see a bit more of Arya, which I really like, and what she's up to. Obviously, Gendry now knows who she actually is. We also looked at the storylines at the Night's Watch, which progressed that a little bit more, which I've always actually been a fan of in the books. I really enjoy the Night's Watch storylines, like where Jon is, what Samwell Tarly's up to, Beyond the Wall. Like, I really enjoy all that stuff. We got to meet Gilly, and she's obviously a very important character in Sam's journey and Jon's. Saw Stannis and Melisandre getting it on, which I'm not going to put on the screen because, you know, Game of Thrones doesn't censor anything. Decent episode. Looking forward to watching the next one.
So that is my reaction to Season 2, Episode 2 of Game of Thrones, The Nightlands. How did I not know that that was Asha immediately? I have since realised that she is not called Asha in the TV show. I did get very, very confused because I knew that Theon had not called his sister Asha when he saw her for the first time in that episode. And I was kind of second guessing myself and thinking, am I wrong? Is this Asha? Who is she? But it turns out she is. She's just not called that in the TV show. So in the TV show, I'm pretty sure they renamed her to Yara? Yara? Something like that. And when I researched it, I think that's so it avoids confusion between Asha and Usha, just like they renamed Robert Arryn into Robin, so as not to confuse with Rob and King Robert. From a TV production point of view, that does kind of make sense. It was just very confusing for little old me. Tune in next time for our episode 3 season 2 reaction. So make sure that you subscribe if you want to be notified of when that comes out, and plus it just means it's a little bit easier to see my videos. Speaking of subscribers, I've just reached 2,000 of you. Thank you so much. I never thought that I was going to hit 2k this year, if I'm being honest. So I'm just really, really thankful. It means so much to me that you would subscribe. And it is the perfect Christmas gift to me, and it didn't even cost you anything because it's free. This benefits all of us. So I just wanted to say that, a really heartfelt thank you. It means a lot. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up to let me know, and leave me a comment to chat anything Game of Thrones and also what you thought to this episode as well. I'd be really interested. I will see you next time, or rather you'll see me, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.